base.
A magical
On what?
sci-fi land.
Put where you put space in front of everything. All right, let's begin.
Can I put on jogging pants before we start?
No, you can only put on space jogging pants.
Yeah, you can put on space pants.
That's my stupid. I'm gonna put on jogging pants.
Yeah. Well, we've started, so do it off camera.
Well, it's blurry anyway, right? Like with all my body hair, the blur makes it look like I would just wear leather pants. So
Just for now, I'm going to quickly get rid of Adrian's camera, move it slightly to the right so you can't see him on stream.
I'm going to start my screen recording now.
No! Anyway, yeah, so when Adrian gets back, we'll do a little bit of catch up. Hopefully everyone remembers how to play the Cypher system.
That has nothing to do with our time off, though. That's just me being...
now my balls are free.
Brilliant. Alright, so, after accepting a deal with Kerry Loave, the Rust Monster crew have betrayed Hugh Loave by accepting his brother's job and sparing his life. Kerry wants the party to deliver a piece of cargo to Thea in the Imperium. Part of the deal being that you do not touch or investigate said cargo. Your next stop should be Bastholm, where Kerry had made a deal with a black market dealer called Andreas Mafort. He mentioned that she should have the tools allowing the Rust Monster to get past the usual checks in certain systems. The party heads out from the Dyson 8 system and takes the Arc Gate to Bastholm, a floating fortress that orbits around a dead star. Before heading inside, Celeste finds out that there are 3 Andreas Maforts, all with similar birthdays but different years, all with the same address of the Lady Luck Inn. So from there, the Rust Monster docks at Bastholm's lower docks, where you will take the elevator up to the subway terminus. From there, you take the subway to the nightlife district. It's very cramped, and all of you had to move through these tunnels, and it's what you expect of a cramped kind of space station. You find the bar, the Lady Luck bar, and meet the bouncer, a 4-armed mutant by the name of Buki. He lets you all in even after Alia spouts that she's got something like 40,000 credits or something to him. You all say to Buki that he's basically... Oh wait, she's got brain damage. And you head on into the bar. There you also meet a young bald woman called Asha, who serves the local source of choice, called toilet water. Alia then proceeds to get very drunk, and eventually the crew are ushered into Andrea's office through a broken air duct. Inside the office, the crew meet Andrea here, whose appearance and voice is masked with some sort of device, illusionary device. She says the party has to take the cargo past Greenhome, but the security there will definitely detect it, so she has taken liberties in installing a ship masking device to help disguise the Rust Monster, and notes that there is a second Arc Gate in Greenhome, in the Greenhome system on the far side, that is less guarded. She then attempts to convince the crew to stay a while and asks if she can see the cargo, which the party refuses outright. You just basically say, no. Andrea's not seeing the cargo whatsoever. She mentioned that she'd spent a lot of time helping Kerry procure this cargo, but you still said no. It's our job to keep it defended. After refusing, you had one more drink. Well, Alia had one more drink, and the party decided to leave to go back to the ship. So that's where today's session starts off. Just as you've left the Lady Luck Inn and you're heading back into Bastholm's nightlife district, this warren of tunnels. Let me set the scene a little bit. You've got pipes heading above your head to your left and right, spewing out the occasional geyser of steam. You've got that smell of cooking, like street cooking in the air. You've got the distant sound of people yelling. Quiet for the time of the day, being that their second shift is currently in full swing. However, I hand the stage over to the Rust Monster crew. You are heading back to your ship from the nightlife district. Just so you're aware, nearby, other districts include the Upper Gardens, the Tower, the Northern Imperial Ward, and the Pipes. The Pipes well known for being like a great kind of underground travelling system if you don't take the subway. So
Like the pipes are a different underground traveling system from the subway?
yeah, so you walk. You don't get a subway. Like the pipes are known for people who want to move between districts without notice or without getting on a subway.
Okay, because I was like, do they have a competing train system?
No.
That's-
Also, anyone who's ever travelled through, including Ali, would know the pipes would obviously be where homeless people would sleep or people without jobs. Remember, this is like a whole space station, like it's like a floating city.
It's like, here's a town with a subway system, here comes Elon Musk with his stupid fucking drilling company, let me build a second subway.
Okay. Over to you guys.
So, we're leaving straight away?
We just on our way back, yeah?
Yeah, you're like heading through the cramped warrens of the nightlife district at the moment.
So am I still absolutely fucked?
Oh yeah, the sauce is running through your veins.
I don't think we should leave straight away, but I think we should drop Alia off at the Rust Monster and then party for 2 to 3 days and then leave straight away.
This would be my map of the station, by the way. Don't you love a lovely by-road map?
What a beast.
I was looking from my notes and I was like, it says see map on paper, and I was like, what the fuck? And I found it in my drawer.
I think we should stay and look at the local culture. Culture?
Celeste waves another of the containers of the special sauce that we took from the place in front of you and kind of leads you back towards the ship if you're willing to follow.
That I'm really glad you bought that.
I thought you might be, but back on the ship we can enjoy it.
She'll follow.
Yeah, okay, so the party heads back to the Nightlife District's terminus, the area where the subway shoots past. It doesn't take long. It only took you a few minutes to get here via the subway anyway, so as you're waiting on this platform, it arrives filled with people who then get off. You guys push past, take a seat. It's got one of those handholds that hang down, and Ali, I'm assuming you like balance yourself.
Oh yeah, any railings, absolutely.
Yeah. So, on the way back, it shoots in a wide circle rather than going back on the same path that you took. And as it does, it actually exits the station. And as it does, it's like you lose the gravity that the station actually held you down for a brief moment. All of you kind of like float momentarily while you're outside of the station, and as it whizzes past, you see the many kind of like arrow slit lights like flash by, and you get like a wonderful scene play out in front of you as you see like the docks with all its hundreds of ships, all the different lights, all the cargo ships being moved around, all the drones carrying certain crates. And then you're back in, and immediately you'll shoot back down into your seat. And as it passes down, you go past the market district below you as you basically zoom and whiz above it, and you can see like this open, steel grey kind of plaza with like hundreds of shops, all in like concentric rings, heading down towards the middle. And you see all the people walking about, and then you're there, back at the subway terminal. And then you exit. As you exit, you can see the usual guards going about their business, the Imperium guards, and then you see amongst them is a full-fledged paladin. She stands tall, perhaps 7 foot. Walking among the crowd, you can see that she wears a wide-brimmed hat and a sling with a large rifle. She seems to be scanning the crowd.
What you make of that?
Maybe
Don't
she's
see.
looking for a good time.
Should we ask?
It seems unlikely, but I would like to see you try.
Watch me.
Look, I'll just have to pretend that the Rust Monster is my ship and tell her I can show her the cockpit. Ah, get it? because half of the word is it's just the word for penis. It's a brilliant pickup line.
That's a wonderful joke.
This guy right here. This one.
But no, she has a gun. I've long ago decided to not use pickup lines on women with guns anymore.
Why? What happened?
Oh, you'll see if we ever go swimming. The sky is quite noticeable.
I think at this point I'm going to take quite a large sip of toilet water and then continue to lead
I
to the.
I love you guys. I just want to say that now. I just think we've really gelled. I just love you. It feels like we've been together just forever.
All right.
I have to concur. It does seem like a very, very, very long time.
Longest subway
get you.
ride of my life.
What are paladins in this context, Liam?
Picture like very, very strong. Like I don't know. It's really hard to describe them. Like agents.
Space Marine?
No.
Christ,
No.
Marion.
Super law
if-
enforcement?
Yeah, super law. If each, like, say Space Marines, if each one was unique, had their own fighting style, was trained by, like trained differently. Like, this Paladin here has, well, you can see, a double-barreled long rifle, right? Old style fashion.
Assassins, then.
Yeah, and then you could see another Paladin with a broadsword and a scythe shield. They all fight
Oh, sword.
very differently. Like, Alia, you would know. Actually, can you roll an intelligence check to see if you know this one? Because you are part
sure.
of the houses, right?
Indeed, I am. Let's have a little roll.
Is it hindered because she's rung off her rockers?
It's definitely hindered. So yeah, it's a level level
Intellect,
3.
yeah?
Yeah, it's a level 4 check. Yeah, you have no idea who she is.
Look, it's a paladin.
Yes,
Um,
we've discussed her.
Can someone? I want a picture.
You want a picture with the paladin?
Just go ahead and ask.
Miss, excuse me, miss.
Oh no. Alright, so while you're like moving through the crowd to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Unless
So,
someone tries to stop her, I guess she's going to go for it.
no, she does stop, and as she turns towards you, you see that her eyes are green. Like, when I see green, I mean like everything's green. Even the whites of her eyes are completely green. And then she turns towards you, Alia, as you move. And as it does, they like flash through different colours. And then she moves her left hand up in front of her face as if she's touching a screen that you guys can't see. And she begins swiping. And she looks down.
What is she doing this?
No, like with her hand, like she just does this.
The John Cena, you can't
Yeah.
see it.
And then she presses. It's like as
Oh,
if
she's
she,
just gone on Space Tinder.
yeah, and it's as if she presses a button and closes down whatever she looks at, and she looks down at you, Alia. May I help you, citizen?
Good and heavenly morning to you, miss. I was wondering if you would, if I could have a picture.
A picture.
Now, like, come
Stacy.
up, running behind her, pretending to be surprised that she went, and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. She had a little bit too many, too many drinks. Come on." And I'll like start nudging her to move away, while gauging her reaction very carefully.
As she's leaving, she's like, I drank toilet water. Just continues to be shepherded away.
I'd stop for a second.
Oh, you're ready to take the. Oh, that's so nice. She'll be so happy when she wakes up in the morning.
Yeah, hold this. Just hands out to, Arnie, what's your character's name again? Sorry.
Thing.
Just hands out to Tang, like I presume we have some form of like communication device with a camera. I'm just guessing it.
It's
she's like,
a space smartphone.
I'm not.
Space phone.
I'm not asking for a picture.
No, but we were. Thanks. And I'll take the selfie.
She like blinks slightly as you take the selfie. Looks confused and says,
Thanks so much. Bye.
"No, wait. Maybe,
What, you want another one?
Maybe you can help.
You
me.
didn't like the pose?
Maybe. Oh, never mind." She stands tall and walks off. Just like she's almost gonna start asking questions. She just kind of shakes her head and thinks, "No, okay, I think better of that."
Of
And I just
course,
watch
I didn't want to interrupt that, but during the middle of that, just because I'm curious, I'd like to scan her if possible.
Yeah. Or to basically, if you can click the ability for me, please, so I can read it.
Aaliyah, I
don't
was
know if it
wondering.
works, does it? You can't actually send it.
Aaliyah, could you send me a copy of that selfie you took earlier? How big is
Essentially, all
her
I need
face on
is
it?
a level of it.
I will do it.
Thanks, I collect them.
Yeah, see what I mean? It never actually sends the detail.
Including all objects and creatures in the air must be sure. Scanning a creature or object always reveals its level.
I save them in the work stuff folder on the ship computer.
Mm-hmm.
Work stuff.
Okay, yeah, alright, so Celeste, you go to scan her. Your ability wafts like over her, and you see that she's filled with what looks like some sort of energy, like around her body, protecting her organs. So you get that kind of image of that, and don't see beyond that. However, you get the like the level back, right? Because it says you do know a level.
Yeah, that's basically what I was after.
Yeah, she's
really.
level 9.
Hmm.
So yeah, badass.
That's it. I was just mostly curious.
Yeah. No, well, you wanted to know what level paladins are and stuff like that, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good fact finding. Useful to know.
Yeah, but the moment the ability wafts over, she does stop momentarily. Shrugs and then keeps going. Like as if she knew that you'd done it. Yeah, so you're heading back to the ship now. You've got a selfie with fuck. Her name is so bad as well, and I was hoping that you would remember it. Like her nickname is ridiculous. And I'm just gonna tell you.
Okay, I'll walk up to her next time. Hi, ridiculous.
And her name is Tina Two Barrels.
Oh my god, I love it.
I thought you was going to say Tina Turner.
No.
Space Tina Turner.
Coincidentally, also a folder on Everest's computer.
Ah!
No.
Right, yeah, so after leaving the subway terminal, once again you have to head towards the elevators to get to the lower docks. And as you head that way, you can see there are more guards, kind of like walking up and down the platform. And you head into the elevator and down to the lower docks where your ship is docked. Last time you did this and you walked down the corridor, you did note that, you know, it was kind of empty and there was that one apprentice that had been guarding the entire lower docks. As you walk down and out of the elevator, and you peer down, you see that in the distance, the lights to your ship, like because you're docked through the hangar bay, you can see it's like open, green light is active.
Come on, Captain. Not far now.
Alright, you do remember as well, Andrea had said that she was installing a device on the ship. Alright, and as you guys approach, I would need an intellect roll from you. And if you have any skills in perception to do with eyesight, that would...
Just an FYI, I have an inability even when I'm sober.
Yeah, so you are... one... So difficulty 4 for most people, but difficulty 6 for you. You can't pass. No, you can, sorry. Oh,
Yeah, no, I
nice.
got nothing.
You just want an intellect roll, you say?
Yeah, a perception check, basically. Yeah. So, I'll... fails? Alright, so Tane, you're the one who sees it first. When you're about 15 foot, you see a hand on the floor, like just half outside the door to your hangar bay. You think attached, obviously. It's like someone's fallen round the corner, and you see that there's like, it's just laying there. It was difficult to spot, but you saw it because it's just like half the hand. It's just like you can see the index finger and the middle finger.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. And I'll signal for the rest to stop. Look, if you look there,
Stop.
someone's fallen inside. Something must be going on. Does that look like her?
Do we see anything better now that we've had it
Yeah.
pointed out to us?
Yeah, you just see the hand like outside of the door. Like the door's open, but it should be shut. Obviously, because it's sensing something's there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm basically wondering, like, do we see anything from the hand? Like, you can't tell everything from hand, but you can tell something, right? Like, you can tell
Are you?
whether it's male or female, whether it's like someone bulky
It's
or
male.
thin hand.
It's male, and you see the cuff of a very familiar uniform
Which is
of the apprentice.
mm.
A famous show starring Donald Trump.
The Paladin's
Oh, Space
apprentice. Space Trump.
Wonder what that's all about. Best be on our guards. Let's have our weapons ready.
I'm always on my
That
guard,
sounds
and Everest does like a space karate pose.
What was that, Celeste?
We'll space punch you the next time I see you in real life. Yeah, so draw our weapons, but keep them like pointed at the floor and just carefully peek around the corner to see if we see what's going on.
Right. So as you peek around the corner, you see the apprentice. He's on the floor, face down. However, he's missing the lower part of his torso, and behind him, that door is closed, and you see a streak of blood leading inwards. There's a set of double doors, like an airlock.
Well, that's not good.
No, I don't think it is. So, can I just clarify? Maybe I'm mistaken. Is this on our ship we're talking about?
Yeah, as you're about to enter
Yeah.
the ship. Yeah.
Okay, right, cool.
I'm starting to
No, not cool.
suspect We should have left someone to guard the ship.
I thought it would be locked, you know?
Oh, I thought you would lock it.
Why would I lock it?
Wait, who has the keys?
Keys?
Well, I would have thought the captain and the pilot.
And
You know.
Everest checks like his pocket. Oh no, I have the. That's on me. I do remember locking it. And I press the button. Does it do like an unlocking sound?
No, it doesn't, Adrian. No, it fucking doesn't. I don't care what you want to invent. The spaceship doesn't make an unlocking sound like a fucking car.
Endless of things to do.
Oh,
The spaceship alarm has just been going on for the last 3 hours. It's just been going...
But in
So when we go out
space,
for our bender after this, we have to go to Space Radio Shack and get a sound installed.
it's so stupid because in space it wouldn't even go off. You wouldn't be able to hear it.
Well, to be fair, I think the only time you'd be locking it would be on a space station, so...
That's very true. That's very true. Anyway,
Getting out in the middle
Lock
of
yourself out. Look
What
at
is that?
the
middle of the
spacewalk.
fucking vast expanse. Boop, boop.
For a second, I thought you were doing the stupid thing we've been doing the whole time, of just adding space before station. But then I remembered space station is an actual word. Anyway, Everest gets out his shotgun.
yeah. Okay. So as you draw your weapons and you you crawl slightly forward. To open this door, you have to kind of drag the body either out or in a little bit. The door behind you can close.
In? I look at the others.
Yeah, I can see you just lift the arm up. Yeah, and the door just kind of slowly closes. And there's a panel in front of you. Whatever had happened, those of you who know the ship, knows that this guy, this apprentice, had got here and hit the panel to close the door. So he had crawled.
Out.
Yeah, missing his lower half. He'd been alive.
Yeah, or having it cut in half while he was getting there, right?
Or that.
Oh, that's certainly nice to know that something's probably waiting inside for us, but hey, fuck it. And I'll try and open the door.
Just
I
for the
guess.
rate, the last time we saw him, he
Yeah.
had a lower half, right?
Yes, he did. He did have a lower half. Alright. So the first thing that happens as you press it is the smell. It hits you. If you've ever had like a dead rat somewhere in the house you couldn't find.
In my microwave.
Okay,
In
I
your
didn't
microwave?
I didn't want to know that shit.
You give me shit about cleaning my toaster and you have dead rats in your microwave?
It was like 15 years ago in a student house, and it wasn't mine. So
Was it your rat or your microwave?
either.
Okay.
So it's like
It'd be really grim if it was his rat. It was like his own pet rat. And
Oh,
his
no.
fucking housemate had just microwaved.
I mean, it wasn't in the microwave part of the microwave. It was like gotten in the back, like in the machinery, right?
Yeah, I feel like because it's glass. Usually, you'd notice the dead rat pretty quickly. Otherwise,
And get it out as well, which wasn't possible in this case.
That's not a given in a student shed.
Alright. So, the first thing that hits you is the smell, right? It's the smell of decay. And you had stored the cargo in the front hangar bay. It was placed there by Kerry, and it's dark, and it takes a moment for the lights, the hangar bay lights, to like light, and it does that thing that like warehouse lights, where like the one closest to you turns on, and then it like builds up and goes, and you hear doosh, doosh, doosh as the lights light up. And then it lights up the cargo. It's misshapen. It's moving. There's something around it. But in front of that are some humanoid figures. And they all wear kind of like station clothing. Some of them wearing overalls. These must be Andrea's men. And as they turn, you see the front one is wearing like full kind of like armor, like tech armor, with a spanner. And you see there are this stuff, just hideous muscle growths coming up underneath the armor. The other two next to him turn, revealing the fact that they have parts of their sides missing. Ribs showing, intestines slimy, fallen out one side. And behind them, something in front of the cargo attached to it lifts up. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Sorry,
I
I didn't want to
think-
interrupt, but I wanted to do something in the middle of this if possible.
Could
I
do
think
it.
they looked at the cargo.
I found this in the equipment before, and I'm glad I took it now, because I think it will come in quite handy.
Second, I'm just putting these tokens down so you know what you're fighting.
I assume we're doing this on the Rust Monster map here.
No, we're doing this on the tabletop map.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Just because it's easier that way. You know, it's like an actual tabletop, like I'm drawing on a whiteboard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, what was it you wanted to do, Rocket?
Well, I'm just going to pull out a little bottle of something and feed it to Alia. And pretend it's booze if necessary, if she doesn't want to drink it. I'll
Okay.
feed her a bottle of cold sober.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nice. That's got to be a uniquely horrifying experience. As she starts drinking it, you just see her face go to happy, to mortified, to utterly confused.
Yep. Where the hell is initiative, by the way?
You
Yeah,
can right click your token
Well,
and then click
No,
the
I can't
initiative.
right click my token. Oh, it's because I have drawing selected. I'm a fucking idiot.
Silly.
Which reminds me, Arne, the microphone issues.
Mm-hmm.
The whole time I was
Did
setting
anyone
up my
ask-
PS5 controller mic instead of the actual real mic.
Sorry, what was that, Rocket? You wanted to...
Did anyone answer what initiative was?
Yeah, it's just roll, and if you've got a advancement in it,
Yep. Where is it?
you just right-click your token and click initiative, like you would usually do.
Can you change mine to 17 because I rolled but didn't take it?
You right click the token rocket, and then on the right the shield sword symbol. And then you go
Okay,
to
then.
match and press the dice.
Are you trained in initiative? First?
No.
Okay, if you're trained in initiative, you get +3 to it, so...
I think I am.
Yeah, I don't think it did that for me. So I would need to have a 20.
Alright.
Because it does say train and then it just puts in a 17.
Yeah, there you go. Alia?
I've done it already. Hand
Now,
it up.
since we can't resize our own tokens, could you put small versions of our tokens on the map as well?
That's alright, we're going really theatre in the mind, so it doesn't really
Okay.
matter. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's a tentacle monster. You can't have a space campaign without a tentacle monster.
Alia, you haven't rolled initiative.
Have I not?
No. Right-click your token, and do the same thing you would do on D&D. Oh,
Because Todd's character is so young, and young people these days have no initiative.
that's very true. Do you have any advancements in
I
initiative?
did do it. It was above. It was above Game Master. It was initially a 10, and I re-rolled it, and it's now a 4.
Correct.
Alright, okay, I'll do it. I wanted you to do it on your token, that's all.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise there was a difference. My bad.
Yeah, there is, because it adds it to the initiative order. There you go.
Naughty. Thank you.
Okay, so Tane, you're up first.
Yeah, so, I think this robot look guy in the middle.
Yeah, like the armoured tech. Yeah, he don't look kind, and he's got a spanner in his hand.
Yep. I'm having on that, so shooty.
Okay, alright. Let me check his level. He's level 4. Classic! It's fucking...
It's okay, Lee. You don't need to worry about playing twice a week or twice a month. We're just all gonna die.
How many... honestly, how many ones can this party fucking roll?
All
Alright,
of
A
them.
lot, apparently.
so... what gun were you using for this, by the way?
It says my pulse SMG.
Yeah, so you swing it round on its sling, and it just hits him on his armor and bounces and ricochets back towards the compartment that you guys are in. Ricochets around, and all of you are just deafened. You can no longer communicate with one another.
Yeah.
That's probably an asset considering the people.
So, Tane, did you want to like move out of the compartment, or are you staying there?
Yeah, I'll like shrug and be like, sorry, and then I'll run out into a bit
Okay.
more open space. And I'll like angrily mouth without saying anything, sorry!
Yeah, like it's like you've all been hit with a flashbang. Like you just say sorry, and it's just like the vision moves left and right. Your ears are ringing. All right, cool.
Yeah,
Everest.
that's me.
Yeah, Everest.
We're in a small compartment, and outside is 3 scary people and a giant pentacle monster.
Yeah, each one of these did limbs. There's like 3 tentacles that are flailing around a head, and then like what looks like 2 limbs. However, I did forget to mention the back 2 limbs. You all notice are messing with the panel.
Ah,
With what panel?
Like the panel on front of the cargo that seems to you were told not to touch. The one that unlocks it.
Good.
so this thing didn't come out of the cargo. It's trying to steal the cargo.
Or maybe
Huh.
it became this because of the cargo.
It's
Alright.
very strange.
Everest, let's see what you got.
Oh, I actually also am skilled in initiative, so I had a 22.
Oh, well, we'll do that for next round, yeah?
It doesn't matter if Tane is first or if I'm first.
Okay.
Well, I only have a shotgun with short range, and I don't think I am in right?
You are
Short range
not.
is 50 foot.
Yeah, short range is 50 foot.
I would like to sneak closer, like this is no storage area, so there should be...
There are crates and barrels, yeah, like you know, stuff that you guys would have used to store
Are
stuff. so-
shuttles also in the storage area?
No, your shuttle's not in the storage area.
I was thinking I could run them over with a base bus. Shame.
No.
But no,
To be
I
fair,
tried to...
It would be in the area just back from it.
yeah, like in the forward hangar bay.
Yeah. Section number 2.
Okay, I sneak forward to get closer.
Alright, yeah.
What is the speed?
So, yeah, if you want to, like, take cover and hide, it would be a stealth check with using your... I can't even remember the stats, but it's like speed, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I am not skilled in any of this, so...
Alright. So, no, they're all level 3 and above. You are not hidden.
Just Everest can't hear himself because he's deafened, right? And he's like,
Yeah. So, like, you run over to one of the crates, and, like, you, like, trip over your heavy-owned, like, your spacesuit, fall into the crate, and then fall down behind it thinking you're hidden. Alright,
Okay,
cool.
no.
Alright, you hear, like, a screech, and the thing moves forward, using a short distance run to get to you guys. It can't attack, but it runs up close, joins you in the compartment, and you see it's about to swing the spanner around like crazy. Alright. The thing on top of the cargo, this huge appendage, rears up, and you see as it opens up, it's got this four-pronged jaw, and inside, another pincer-like jaw comes out, opens, and then shoots something. You do have cover, Everest, so you get... I'm gonna ease this.
Okay.
I do need you to dodge, though. It is a level 4, so you need to get level 3.
Okay. Yeah, sure, let's just... Nope.
Is that another 1?
That's another one.
Is that...
Yep.
Oh god, we're gonna TPK, aren't we? So, what happens here is the thing it shoots hits the crate, right? And it's a bolt of some sort of like fleshy substance. And as it hits it, you hear it kind of like squelch and then inject whatever it was behind the crate. And you go, oh, I'm free! And it comes straight out the back, through your chest. And then as this like needle-like appendage comes out, it flares. Like that dickfish you hear about in the Amazon. And then it comes back.
I don't know what articles you read,
Yeah,
but I
well.
don't read anything about dick fishes.
Well, and it comes back, the barb comes back, pins you, restrains you, and deals 4 damage.
I think I take 2 damage, right, because of my armor.
Yep.
Okay.
But you are stuck where you are.
Is there like a documentary with David Attenborough just telling you about the dick fish?
The dickfish of the Amazon. No, I'm not. Alright. Alia, it's your turn. Alia, it's
Alec
you.
like shakes the cobwebs off and sort of looks stunned as he's been sort of sobered and flashbanged in the course of about 6 seconds. Oh, pulls out a ginormous ornate sniper rifle that kind of has like these comical flashing lights on the side of it whenever it speaks.
Mhm.
Scanners indicate recent chemical imbalance, activating auto assist for immediate assistance. And then fires it off at the big Eldritch Jury thing.
Okay. Whoa! Nice! Which one are you going for? One of the appendages? Because, like I said, the last 2, the back 2, are fiddling with the panel.
Yeah, okay, she'll pop one of the back 2.
Yep, okay, which
But
one?
you're popping one of the only 2 that are not currently killing us.
Yeah, the one on my left, so your left 2, I presume.
Alright,
looking
so-
at the drop down.
How much damage does it do? It does say... Ooh,
8.
ooh, 8! With +1
Yeah.
damage, because you got 17. Fuck, you killed it in one hit. You just go boom. It strikes the limb and just explodes into gore.
Evisceration complete.
That was pretty
Whatever you
badass.
gave me, that's really doing the trick. Thank you. She looks over at Celeste.
Yeah, you're welcome. Maybe help with this guy here. As she looks at the guy waving the hammer around in front of her, or the wrench.
Right, so the flesh monster here does indeed run straight up to kind of run up to Everest who's pinned, and it leaps on the crate. And you look up Everest, and you just see this thing missing its arms, its intestines hanging out, and it's got these two pincers made of bone, and it just peers down, and like a slop of drool, bloody drool, hits you on your face. It had to run. Same
You
goes.
could, like, watch a Dead Space Let's Play or something. What
No,
the fuck?
yeah, these are fit like, and this thing, the other one does the same. Leaps upon the crate, jumps over you, moves to join his friends over here. All right, this limb continues to try to unlock the panel. These tentacles do nothing. Celeste, it's your turn.
Well, Everest looks like he's in a bit of trouble. I don't know how much I can help, but I'll use my distortion ability on him, which will give him a asset on speed defense rolls.
Okay, well, this is good. That levels out because he's restrained. He was hindered, so that levels it out now.
And then I'm basically just gonna back up into the furthest corner in this area that we're in.
Yeah, in like the airlock. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
basically take cover behind Tane. He looks
Alright.
chunky.
All right, cool. Everest.
Restraint just hinders me in speed defense tasks. Yeah, everything else is normal.
It's also pinned you. Your speed is like 0. This
Yeah, I
is-
can't move.
yeah, you can't move. You can shoot the thing above you if you want.
I want to zap the thing above me.
All right, okay.
Yeah, let's...
Ooh.
So this does 7 damage, and its next attack is hindered.
Yes, you don't want to apply any special effects. You just want to deal the damage, yeah?
It does both.
It's a minor effect or +3 damage.
Okay, no, yeah, I do the +3 damage, and the effect of the thing itself is
Yeah.
that the action is...
So, what does Zap look like again?
Like Everest's mustache lights up with electricity and quickly travels to his hand, and he just shocks it.
Yeah, as you like, zoof, it's a little bit stronger than you expected, as the thing just explodes.
And now he's like trying to get the blood out of his mustache.
Yeah, seconds later, chunks of flesh rain down around you.
Just having a doozy of a day, and I end my turn.
Alright, so, Everest, at the end of your turn, you take one damage.
Is that reduced by armor?
No.
It's a shame.
As the probe in your chest continues to pump acid into your body.
Great.
Anyway, Tane, it's your turn.
Yeah,
Like the movies in my work folder.
I'll take aim at this nasty thing bumping Everest full of whatever that might be. I don't want to know if it's the same things in these movies or not. But I'll try and shoot it.
Okay. Is this the thing right in front of you? Yeah, this thing. Oh, it's not in front of you, is it?
No, because I moved off to the side.
Yeah, so it's in front of Alia.
Yeah, and it's hurting Everest, so I guess in front of Everest as well, right?
No.
Or,
so-
or is that still the projectile?
Yeah, so the flesh monster is with Everest, but the tech zombie, like the zombie with the spanner, is actually in the airlock.
Yeah. No, I don't care about it. I want to shoot the thing that's
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
that's harassing Everest. So
Go on, let's see what you got. Nice.
better.
So now we're getting the rolls in, correct?
Yeah,
Right, are you going for the... Oh, you can only go for the extra damage. So that's a total of 6 damage.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah, so the pulse rifle lets out a 3-round burst. You shoot it in the chest, in the head, and the third one misses. But don't worry, because that was enough. thing slops down onto Everest. Alright.
I was just having a great time.
The armoured zombie sees Alia and goes to swing. Alia,
Oh, no.
you make a speed defense check.
I can indeed.
You are trained.
Is it just a normal roll, yeah?
Yeah, so it's a speed defense check. You are also trained, so it drops it by 1. You needed level 3, but you beat level 5, right? Nice.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, he swings with his spanner. You felt like that would have hurt. Clangs against the metal on the side of the airlock, missing. The Eldritch Jaws go to do the same thing. However, I'm going to GM Intrusion.
Oh, you naughty boy.
Tane, I'm going to GM Intrude you. Would you like to accept it?
How's everyone looking? Are we still relatively healthy?
I'm good.
I think so, yeah. Mike's
I
muted.
still have
Yeah, I
half
saw that.
might.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine, but I have, like, literally no might, so if I get hit, I'm fucked.
Yeah, well, this might not hurt you directly. I was just wondering how tough we're fighting this fight. But, yeah, that's accepted.
Okay, who else are you giving experience to? Let me click your character sheet. Intrusion, there you go, sir.
Yeah. Let me give the XP to... I think Everest deserves it for getting shot in the chest and harassed like that.
Thank you.
Alright, did you do it via the in-game thing, yeah?
I will do.
Alright, cool. Because that obviously automatically applies experience.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Nice.
done.
Yeah, okay, so you've accepted it. The maw rises up and then smashes down into the cargo, which releases a wave of what looks like golden energy, and it just washes over you. And as it does, you fall to your one knee, take a deep breath, and you hold your hand up and you see blood dripping from your nose. You take 2 damage to each of your pulls.
That's, okay.
Those of you who witnessed this are immediately shook. That's magic. You just saw magic happen. Right, Alia.
Aim the big sniper at. Looking at Theatre of the Mind map here quickly. Is the one that came after me a second ago still there? Right in front of me?
Yeah.
I'll pop it with the sniper at point blank and see if I can hit.
Like,
No, fuck! You are an embarrassment.
bearing in mind, you can use your experience to re-roll d20s. I just wanted you guys to remember that.
What the experience that we've gained that is a permanent loss of experience?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a permanent loss of experience.
That's a resource, basically.
Yeah, fair enough.
Also, just so you know, you're aware, you can spend your pulls to lower the difficulty. But it doesn't matter now because you meant to spend
No, I
it
was
before you
gonna say
roll.
that. Yeah.
Okay, so you fired and it just goes wide. Okay, this limb continues to try to unlock the cargo. Celeste, it's your turn.
Try and make a measly effort at damage, or make it easier for you guys to dodge. Preference. Cool.
Just try to kill a tentacle.
Yeah, I would say go for
Tentacle.
the kill.
Oh,
or a
I'll
face.
go for the thing that's in front of us.
The armored zombie.
Yeah, I'll just pull out a small pistol from a boot and just try and shoot it.
Ting! Off the armor.
I don't know if it makes a difference because it's a light weapon. I think it gets eased.
It does. It still misses.
Ah, I thought they were level 3, these things.
No, this one's level 4.
Lied to me, Liam. You lied to me.
Alright, Celeste, you moving or is... I'm assuming you...
Well, I'm already as backed as far into the corner as possible, so unless there's somewhere further I can go.
There isn't. Everest, your turn.
go even further beyond. I shoot one of the door-opening tentacles with a shotgun.
Alright, cool.
I'm no longer pinned, right?
Well, you have
We've dealt
to
with
you
that.
have to try to get out of that. You're still pinned.
Oh, I thought that tentacle was dead. It's not dead, yeah?
No, the main thing shot a probe, which hit the crate behind you, which then bored through, shot through your chest, barbed, and then slammed back down. So you're like stuck to the crate.
I want to use my shotgun and shoot like into the crate to shoot through the thing that's piercing me.
I'm gonna make it a little bit difficult, but yes, go ahead. A level 4 check.
I can edge in might, and that would cost me 2. So I'll do that. So I
Okay.
only have 3 might left.
Are you trained in heavy weapons? You are. No, you got in a. So it's not heavy.
It's a medium weapon. It's
You-
a medium weapon. My shotgun
Okay,
is a
so it's a
medium.
normal check. So you've dropped it to difficulty 3.
Okay, let's go. Fucking.
Well, Everest isn't going to be looking at much porn anymore. Not without a dick.
Okay, so Everest turns and goes, bang! Now, whatever you hit was definitely flammable.
Oh, I'm now pinned and on fire. Yeah.
You're not
Oh
on fire.
no.
You're not on fire, but it does shoot a massive gout of flame against the side of the ship, setting that area on fire. Then immediately there's that orange glow. And it just, the worst bit about the crate is, whatever it was, it's continuously firing out a gout of flame. Like, whatever was in there, it's like you've broken some sort of canister, and it's like, you know, the gas is just shooting it out, okay? Everest.
Guys, something set the ship on fire.
Oh, Tane, it's your go, sir.
Okay, well, sorry for this, guys, but time to live up to my character a little bit. I'll run over to the barrel and chuck it at the monster.
Alright, so wait, the crate, by the way, was huge, but
Yeah, but there's a canister inside, right?
yeah, there's several.
So I'm going to grab the canister.
Alright, this is going to be difficult,
Come on.
and I will warn you now, fail this and you will be burned. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead. Alright, make a might check. Difficulty 5.
Yeah, I'll edge.
Alright, cool.
Oh, we're all
I'll
edging
I'll
today.
spend- Just like the stuff here. Look. Okay, so I spend, how much is it? I have one
So-
might edge, so I spent 2, right?
Yeah, it's free. 2 to,
So
like, yeah,
two,
it's a
yeah.
minus, yeah. Let's see what you roll. Oh.
I clicked.
No!
Oh no.
So Tane, you grab the canister, you pull it, and as you pull it up your head to throw it, just shoots a jet of flame. The lights above you go like they just shatter. Glass rains down around you. You go ugh, and it doof doof doof. And as it does, you have to duck because it starts rolling. It's like shoots a get of flame back at you, and then you duck, and it does hit the crate, the cargo, where all this flesh is, but it's facing up. And you can hear the thing screeching because it doesn't like fire, obviously, but it's not a direct contact.
Shoot it!
Guys, Tane set the ship on fire.
Sure.
Illyria, I'm going to do a GM intrusion on you. If you accept it. Accept?
Is that me?
Yeah, that's you.
Yep.
And give it to
I
someone.
accept. Sorry, I've got to pick an accept. Gadoosh. I will give it to Tane for his recent endeavours.
You really heroes.
Oh, funny stuff. Yeah, so the armored zombie barrels into you. You both hit the other side of the airlock, and then in front of you, the door closes, locking you in with it. It growls,
I
and
do.
then swings for you. Can you make a speed defense check?
Yes. Dear me.
clonks you around the head for 4 damage. So that goes to your might pool first.
Yep.
Nice. Now you're locked in there with it.
I do believe this is quite the predicament.
One more time. Celeste, GM intrusion.
Well, seeing as no one likes to give me experience, I guess I better just to get some.
Sorry.
Alright.
We need like a spreadsheet, don't we, of like where it's gone.
No, we know that Mike doesn't need it because he's got the button to give himself a level up whenever he wants. So.
That is
Aha,
true,
ha,
actually.
ha, ha.
I can't give you any experience because my
everyone gets a level
intrusions were all self-inflicted. I don't even get experience for being on fire and pinned to a crate.
Clonk is a technical term, Alex, and you're about to see what... Everest is probably going to like this. Alright, so the GM intrusion. One of the tentacles suddenly just shoots out, slithers on the ground, wraps around your ankle, yanks you off your foot. And you go upside down, pinned, like maybe about 15 foot in the air, and it's just swinging you like a pendulum. Alright, that's that. Alia, trapped inside the airlock.
I am at point blank range.
Alright.
Pulls out the investigator. Puts it this time as close as she can, because it's quite close quarters, but I'm guessing it's clunky, and pulls the trigger. He says, hitting the button.
Difficulty 4, that's exactly what you needed. Yeah, so minus its armour, you deal a total of 6 damage. That's a good hit. So you blast through its armour, and it bursts out the other side, and it dents the airlock, and you begin hearing this like this hissing sound. Anyway.
Yeah.
Airlock. Great.
So that's the end of your turn, Elia?
Yep.
The limb in the back continues to mess with the panel. Alright, so Celeste, the tentacle that has dragged you up into the air, the other 2 tentacles go in for an attack. One tries to grab your arm, the other grabs the other arm, they begin stretching. You need to make a speed defense check to try to like dodge out the way of it.
Just out of curiosity, how is this all happening when the doors were shut?
What doors?
You said this guy came in and the door shut behind him. We were trapped in there with it.
What, in the airlock?
Yeah.
You're not in the airlock.
I never left.
Well, you said you went behind Tane, and he said he went outside. You said I'm taking
Correct.
cover behind Tane.
I moved out to the
Nice.
side.
I said I'd back myself as far as possible into the corner.
Oh, well, you contradicted yourself when you said you were going to hide behind Tane and then hop back into... So when you said you back into the corner, I thought you meant outside in the hangar bay.
Gotcha.
'Cause you'd
Gotcha.
said you'd
That's
gone-
not what I meant.
Yeah, but you already said you went behind Tane after he said he'd run out of the airlock, so I assumed...
I didn't hear that he'd gone out.
Yeah. So I assumed you were outside.
Okay. Well, it is what it is. You want speed defense?
Yeah, difficulty 4. It's only 4 because you're hindered due to being
Yeah,
lifted.
it's eased to 3 because I'm trained.
There you go, yep.
And I'm gonna put effort in.
Okay. Dropping it to 2. Nice. Okay, yeah, no. As these 2 tentacles go in to strike at you and pull you apart, you grab one, use it as leverage, and then begin climb down, and you use the buoyancy, or like the springiness of the other one, to bounce yourself back up in the air. It's like you're being flung around on a bungee cord, but you're dexterous and agile enough to just keep dodging them in midair by using your core muscles to like move up, down, left, and right. And these things are trying to get hold of you, and you're just flying around. Okay, Celeste, it's actually your turn. You can use an action to escape this if you wish, or attempt to.
No. I think what I'm just gonna start doing is start phasing. I'll just phase through it.
Phasing is like what? How many feet per second.
It's not particularly fast. I think it'll take me 2 rounds probably. I don't know how big are the tentacles.
They're only about maybe. I can't believe I'm going to say this. They're about 3 to 4 inches in girth. They're quite like thin.
Really? They're quite chunky then. Oh, that could take a while then.
I meant like in circumference, not like in like. They're not actually. They're like probably only about like. I don't want to say it.
Also, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll take a round for me to do it. So this round I'll be able to get out.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you fall. Can I have a speed defense check to see if you actually land on your feet, since you were upside down?
What difficulty am I looking at?
Only 2, because you're only falling like 20 feet at most.
Okay, I don't think I'll use effort on that then. I'll just try it.
Yeah, so yeah, mid-air, you do that Lara Croft T-pose, then spin at the last moment, land Wonder Woman style on your heels. Nice.
Well, that is my action to do that anyway, but
It is.
it's just easier than having to make a check. And I'll just, again, use movement to run into a corner.
Yeah, so you can move up to 10
Take some
feet.
cover somewhere, yeah.
So you're still quite close, but you move to the nearest canister, and you turn behind you, and there's just this heat coming off. You're like, fuck. It is quite distracting, this heat.
Well, it's only for a turn, so I'll live with the heat and hope that it also deters the monster.
Yep. Alright, Everest?
I think it's time to. Well, I take 1 damage from the thing.
No, you're free.
Oh, I'm free.
With a gym intrusion, you got free, but you did blow up half of the hangar bay.
That's worth it. I shotgun the thing that's trying to open.
Alright, the one at the back. Cool, cool. That's a miss, I'm afraid.
Everest just can't catch a break this thing.
No, you just like stand up, you're like, yeah, bang, and it just ricochets off the side of the hangar bay.
I mean, I have a hole in my stomach, so I'm gonna go get ice cream.
Okay. Tane, it's your go.
Yep, shoot at the barrel. Canister.
Yep. That's fine. Do you want to roll me?
27 d6, yeah, sure.
No, because it's not the way damage works in this.
I know.
Okay, so yeah, it deletes the first 3 tentacles. They just go up and writhe in flames. The head on top immediately immediately sets on fire. It's engulfed.
Very good. Did you need me to roll anything?
No,
Oh, because you said, can you roll me, and then...
I thought about rolling for damage, and I went, no, I'm just gonna deal 9 damage to them all.
Nice.
Mhm.
Worth it. Thanks for the barrel go-up, and I high-five Everest.
Everest high fives back, just as planned.
Just
Absolutely planned. Mm-hmm.
there's like just so yeah. At that moment, Celeste, who's like 10 feet away, just like kind of like behind like what looks like a trolley that used to carry like parts of the crate. You just go, oh fuck! Pillar of flame washes over you, singes part of your hair, goes over down your dress all over you, and you're just like, and the moment it like disappears, you just turn around and go, for fuck's sake! And you can just see like this area in front of you is just on fire. The ground may be steel, but it's like got whatever was in that barrel, like that gas canister, was a propellant.
Mhm.
Alright, the armored zombie attempts to attack Alia again. Alia, would you make a speed defense check?
Speed defense check.
He is. You are trained in it, so it's difficulty free. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Naughty.
You don't want to spend an experience?
I want to keep those.
Alright, so you take 4 damage to your might pool. If it overflows, which I know it does, it goes to your speed pool next.
Bad times.
Yeah, 0 might. Do you know what that does?
What does that do?
You are impaired, son. You are impaired. That's like, you got like a damage. If you go to combat, the combat tab, you see that the damage track and recovery. You see where it says hail? If you put that to impaired, it'll tell you what it does. Look, effort cost +1. You ignore minor and major effects on all your rolls. Combat roll of 1720 only deals +1 damage.
Wowzers.
That's it. Yeah, it like grabs hold of you and just slams the spanner into your knees. You kind of fall to one knee, like retching in pain. The Eldritch Jaw just saw what Tane did and goes to spit one of those projectiles at you, the one that it pinned Tane down with. You can make a speed defense check, difficulty 4.
Yeah, which I am trained in.
So
And
difficulty 3.
I'll use some effort.
Okay, yeah. You really don't want to be hit by this.
Nope. Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Doesn't, well, you know, expertly you do like a Dark Souls roll. you get like, you just roll past Celeste and land behind one of the craters, and you see this thing. It looks like a living being hit the floor, extend, and then just shrivel up where it didn't hit like a living target. Turn into, it's like a snake dying on the ground. Okay, Alia, your turn.
Through the pain, she'll fire off the investigator, I guess.
Mm-hmm. It was difficulty 4, but I want to see if you're trained or anything like that. You
I am.
are.
Yeah,
No, you're not. You're practiced. You're not trained in the weapon.
naughty.
Man. So you miss again, and it hits the side of the airlock, and you begin to hear that hissing sound even like faster and louder.
Aren't we still in atmosphere at the moment, though?
Well, let me draw it for you. So you are in like a dead space. So
Yes,
here's
that's what we've noticed because you've creatures in it.
I see what you did there. So where you are over here with the zombie, there's actually space, just empty space, either side of the lock. That makes sense, Todd?
Sometimes. Yeah, it makes sense to me. So that's currently nicking all of our air.
Yeah, basically, if you get another GM intrusion, I'll just I feel like I shouldn't, but I feel like I should. Your character might just get spaced.
Get space.
Anyway,
You mean space-based?
I mean, there is an easy solution to this.
Space.
You could waste an action and just press the panel, open the door, but you're not going to do that. Okay, that's the end of your turn. The backwards limb presses one of the buttons. All of you hear a hissing sound from the cargo.
Right?
Celeste, it's your turn.
It's not really my field of expertise, so I'm gonna do some literal firefighting.
Okay.
Grab a fire extinguisher and just put shit out.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You're like, shh. Or which side are you doing? The wall or like just the hangar bay in general?
The wall, because it's easier to spread on a wall. So.
Yeah. It's like you think that, you know, it's not the fact that this fire is going to spread unless it comes in contact with more crates. It's that the propellant is burning so hot that it might go through like the ship. So you're running around. That's a good plan, and you begin putting the one out on the one. I'll say you put out like maybe like 10 foot by 10 foot in one round, like spraying this foam up the wall.
Right.
Okay, Everest, your turn.
Good, I've just finished my ice cream. I shoot thing with shotgun.
What? The limb at the back.
And I'll limit the bag that's opening the door.
Mm-hmm. That's a hit. Is that?
Oh my god, I've done something! Holy shit, finally!
Alright, is that 4 damage?
That's 4 damage.
I'm afraid the thing's still going.
God damn it, I end my turn.
Alright. Tane.
Sure. Yep, same for me, then I'll start shooting at it as well.
So close as well. I literally thought you were going to leave it to like the end of round 5 and just let it happen. You could miss. Oh,
my
I'm so
fucking god!
You.
How? How's this happening?
I'm afraid what happens here, Tane, is you bring up the pulse rifle and it's just you go to shoot and you press down on the trigger, and there's a moment of a build-up inside the barrel, and you go, I don't have latency or lag, this shouldn't have... And then you just fire like 3 rounds at the same time. The thing comes out of your hand, because of the power of it, is flung across the banger into the fire.
Is it now?
You don't get it out of the fire within 1 round, your weapon is destroyed.
That's nice, thank you.
Everest looked
They
over
have
at
to get-
Kane and is like, "Oh no, a tentacle hit your weapon out of your hand." And
They
then he
have-
winks.
They have to get progressively worse, otherwise what's the point in the GM intrusions? Alright, the armoured zombie is fighting you, Alia. It turns, and for a second it sees the hole in the in the actual airlock. It turns the span around and digs the point into the actual metal, and then you see him put the lever on the other end and begin moving it up and down.
That looks bad.
The Eldritch Jaw. You see it's flinging around and it sees Celeste firefighting. It's like, oh, well, that's no harm. Turns and there's a guy standing there with a shotgun. So this one, it reaches out and goes to bite you. Can you make a speed defense check, Everest?
Probably not, no. Very unlikely, seeing how this has all been going.
You needed a 4, like you needed a 12. You were 1 off.
And it is what it is. How much damage do I
It
take?
bites you for 4 damage.
Okay, that means I take 2, so I have 1 might left.
Ooh. I always thought Cypher wasn't as deadly as, but
I mean, I still have 10 speed
Yeah,
after
I
that,
guess.
so...
Alright, Alia.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just me or something, but I have no combat abilities. Like, I can only shoot my gun, and there's nothing else that helps me in combat whatsoever. Like, just... Nope.
Alia's gonna head for the airlock
Wait,
and try and open it.
Alright, which side? Into the ship or into the station?
Into the ship.
Alright, yeah, you just press the button, press the code, and it opens. Dsh.
And that's my action, right?
Well, you can move up to 10 foot if you just want to exit.
You got this right, Kane? And yeah, I'll exit 10 foot.
Yeah, Tane's not in there, by the way. You
Oh, isn't it? Oh.
were the only one in there with that zombie.
You got this right, zombie? And leaves.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's destroying our airlock down.
Yes.
Just letting him at it.
Yeah, so you leave and the door behind you closes, leaving the zombie in there.
To be fair, I did think there was 2 of us in there, so I know that you probably won't let me take back my action to shoot, but
Oh no, if you want to shoot it, that's fine.
I'm also quite happy giving it a blast with the old.
Well, let me know,
investigator.
Todd. Do you want to shoot in the airlock, or do you want
Just get out of there.
to get out of
Yeah,
there?
okay, yeah, I'll get out of there. He's got a murderous glint in his eyes. Yeah, I'll run 10 foot, let it shut behind it.
Who, me? I've got murderous tit.
You've got a murderous glint in your eyeballs.
This is a combat I didn't see coming, I'll be honest. Right. Well, the limb presses the buttons, peels up the compartment, and you see the flesh get into the electronics. The door opens. Like on the cargo, you hear a hissing, and it just opens up to the fire, and then there's a wave of something. It's almost an invisible force. And as it bursts outwards, all of you are knocked off of your feet. You're like, all knocked down.
Including all the monsters.
Yeah, well, there aren't any anymore. You've got
It's hard to tell if a tentacle creature is knocked down, isn't it?
Yeah, and you hear creaking and groaning behind you, and then the door closes. It just hisses and closes. Celeste, your turn.
Probably continuing with what I was doing.
Yeah, so
How bad does it look at the moment? I mean,
yeah, you stand up, grab the extinguisher, look around, and you've maybe one more round on the wall.
Maybe one more round of my gun?
Yeah, you could put the fire.
if I see that, then
Yeah.
sure,
I mean,
I can help him and.
You can do that if you want. You turn around, and what you did see, however, is a failsafe activate on the cargo. Like, all of you saw it. Like, the moment the door opened, something happened, and then the door closed. Alright, so yeah, you're going to put the fire out around the gun.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
why not?
So you spray foam all over like Tane's gun. Tane, your gun's gonna need some repair, but it's not completely.
No.
Nah.
It's fine.
That's what it feels like, Anna. That's what it likes when you drop a weapon and it gets damaged.
Alright, Everest.
I shoot thing with gun.
Which thing? The limb or the actual main kind of head?
The thing that's like was fiddling with the door.
Okay.
I want to put an end to that. Oh, nope.
Yeah, you hit. It's difficulty 3 for the limb.
Oh, good. That's. I knew that.
You
done?
Now you blast. It's still got 1 hit point.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, I did my thing.
Mm-hmm. Tane?
Okay. How heavy does this cart look?
Cart?
The cart that we were hiding behind just now. Is that like just a
That's
like
great.
is that like no? There was a cart as well. You said like a trolley.
Yeah, like a warehouse trolley. You know, the ones with the handles that you pump up. Not like
Oh
a.
right, okay,
Yeah.
one of those. Okay. Yeah. Still, no, okay.
Just choke out the tentacle, just wrestle it into submission. It has a hit point. You can do it.
Well, maybe. What else is there around that I could throw? Or
There's more crates and there's some fire extinguishers.
oh, fire extinguisher will do. That's great. Do we have enough to cover the fire by the looks of it?
You can see Celeste is having a hard time of it, but she's managing.
Okay. Yeah, then just grab a fire extinguisher as the melee weapon and just run up to the limb that's that's fiddling with the panel still and just
so, like,
try and bludgeon it to death.
You run from your point of view. You run round to the left side of the cargo. Well, you're gonna have to run a short distance, so you won't actually get to an attack. By the way,
Can I throw it in that case? Or
you can, I can allow you to throw it, but it'll be a bit more difficult because it is a fire extinguisher.
I mean, sure. I'll throw it. That's fine.
If he's near me, I mean, I don't know how actions and stuff work for item interaction and stuff, but
You mean the empty one?
if I move near him to put out his gun, then my gun's sitting on my hip at the moment, so
Yeah, but I'm probably not trained with your gun, so I'm not gonna. I mean, I'd rather just throw a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, you can, but it'll be difficulty 4 instead of 3.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I know you're not trained in fire extinguishers, so don't even try.
Would you say it's a light or a medium weapon? In that case, I am practiced.
I would know it's not. It's neither. It's an improvised weapon.
Fine.
It is.
What
it is.
do you want? Speed for throwing?
Might. This is heavy.
Okay. I will put some effort in again.
You've got enough?
Yeah?
Oh, I obviously haven't hurt you enough.
You can't hurt me. Apparently. There you go.
That is what you needed. Yeah. So
That's +1, right? So it's a 5, actually.
yeah. So you throw and hit the limb, and it just like withers and dies.
Cool. Take it.
All right, the Eldritch Draw's gonna go for you this time, Tane.
Yeah, sure.
It turns around, snakes around, and goes down to bite. All right, speed defense from you, sir.
Yeah, train in that. I'll
So level 3.
Use another effort.
All right, dropping it. To level 2. At least it's not a GM intrusion.
Yeah, and so that's actually a 1, I guess? Breach difficulty? I don't know.
No.
How does that do it on the roll? So I am trained in it, so that's -1. And
Yeah.
then, okay, never mind.
No. So it was you were trained in it, so it dropped the level to level 3, which requires a roll of 9.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you rolled a 2. You're bitten for 4 damage.
2, then, yeah? Because of armor.
Yeah. Got 2 armor, you're bitten for 2.
I do, yeah.
So that,
Okay, cool.
I think for you that drops your might pull down to like 1, doesn't it?
No, to 3, I wasn't 5. I've done it.
Okay, Alia.
Have a look at the field. Yep. She's got the old Eldritchy boy in front of her. pop it with the gun.
And that does it in.
Nice.
And that's combat over for everyone. Right, as the combat fades and Celeste is doing her best, and eventually, after about another 20, 30 seconds, managed to cover everything in a knee to waist high layer of foam, like you're at a foam party. You stop, and you're just standing there like heavy breathing, looking around. And that's where we're going to take a 5-minute break, so everyone can get a drink, go to the toilet.
What happened to the zombie?
We still have a zombie in our
That's
airlock,
true.
like-
We have a zombie in the airlock, but you can hear some banging. Does anyone want to do anything about the zombie in the airlock?
Absolutely. I don't want it to break the airlock.
We
Okay.
just jettison it.
But we can handle it after the break. That's fine.
Yeah, we'll handle the zombie after the break. We'll be right back. Yeah, okay, let's go. Alright, so where we are left, people are taking a breather and they're all staring at the airlock door where you can hear bang! Bang!
Do you believe someone's trying to come in?
Right. Well, I don't think we'll be going through that airlock anymore. So can we just like undock and then dock back when it's floated away?
Ah,
I think
Everest.
that is probably the safest way.
When
Yeah.
Tane says this out loud, you kind of realise that you can't undock from space stations without permission from their side.
Mm. Oh, I'll go to the cockpit and phone the station, and I won't mention the zombie. I'll just, you know.
I might not want to bring any attention to it. Just leave it for now, then.
No, I'm just saying we'll just say we're undocking and we'll leave. And
Yeah, no, I get that, but they might not like that so much.
us leaving.
Unexpectedly, yeah. With a broken airlock where we were just docked. Probably not a good look.
Well, then we'll have to deal with the zombie because it's
Yeah, so let's
breaking.
open it up and just shoot it.
Okay. And Everest cocks his gun.
I'll go and have a look at my gun to see if it's usable in its current state.
Yes, but I will say if you get another GM intrusion, it will just break.
Yeah, fine. It's fire extinguisher for Dane then.
Yeah, nice. Pick up the fire extinguisher.
Yeah, and I'll go and stand around the side of the airlock so they can shoot in first without shooting me in the back
Mm-hmm.
if they shoot at it. But then if it runs out, I'll just clock it over the head with the fire extinguisher.
Well, I reckon, like, the moment the door opens, you can go full Shaun of the Dead on it if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you've seen the film, you know, with all the snooker cues, you just all kind of, like, beat it down.
I still prefer them to shoot it first if can.
Yeah, like, so
Yeah.
I'm assuming Alia would do that. Or Everest. The moment the door opens, the thing kind of stops with a growl, turns towards you, and bang bang. Shot goes down. There is that hissing sound in the airlock still.
Yeah, close the door again.
I think my ship's seen better days. Thank you for having my back.
Back
Well-
when flying, we used to say a bit of fire gives the ship character.
Patina.
I think, to be fair, it's already seen quite a bit of fire, judging by the looks of it.
My cousin had a raven here once.
Well, if you have character and you add more character, that's just character development, good storytelling.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, but also, you know, would you prefer me not to have done any of those things?
Well, I don't think you did anything. The tentacle did it, right? It smashed open the crate and threw around the fire. I saw it with my own eyes.
Yeah, sure. If you say so. Mm-hmm. Anyway. Sorry, Alia. But I do kind of agree, like, it wasn't exactly pristine before, was it?
No. And actually, every time the ship gets taken out, a few scars are added here and there.
Well,
Seems maybe that's part of the rite of passage anyway.
Correct. I'm actually more worried about the... what would you call that thing?
I don't know how you call that thing. What thing?
Well, exactly.
Okay, so you turn to the cargo, right? And it's covered in this, like, thick layer of, like, now greying flesh. Almost like webbed. You see, like, the capillaries and the arteries are all kind of, like, vivid purple and blue. Like in a corpse.
So technically we didn't breach our contract, but I don't feel like it's very safe transporting it as is. What do you reckon?
Doesn't look particularly safe. But I'm curious to see now that it is, there.
I don't particularly want to touch it to move it out of the ship either, so what are we going to do with it?
Why don't we speak with, I forget her name. The lady, the toilet water. She wanted to see it. Maybe now we let her see it. Maybe she can help. She helped him acquire it. She might, something about this contraption.
Yeah, right.
Okay, but before we do this, us telling her this kind of is like admitting that it was opened, which is specifically the one thing that wasn't supposed to happen.
No,
What
I
if
mean, we didn't open it. We were told not to look inside. We didn't look inside.
I feel like that's semantics, and the
No,
crime
I
lord
feel like
probably
that's really
won't care
important.
about that. I think we should just play stupid.
What was
We
that,
just-
Celeste?
I was just saying, technically correct is the best kind of correct.
Of
And
course.
technically, we would be correct here.
I think technically we just shouldn't tell anyone what happened to you and just pretend we didn't touch it. Which we didn't.
Does it look like no one's touched it?
We can just say I'm a bad driver.
No.
Oh no, that wasn't a serious question. I was being rhetorical.
Okay, yeah, okay.
What if we just say we hit an asteroid?
I mean, credible with the outside of the ship. Sorry again, but no, I don't think that's very plausible either.
How did you become a pilot with such flawed understanding of physics?
The silence is golden.
My pilot school was more about the practical side of things. Very prestigious.
It was a
Graduated
BTEC college.
of my class.
Just waiting to see his pilot's license one day, and it's like written on the back of a fag packet.
Oh, he has a very prestigious certificate. Just the school he allegedly went to got hit by an asteroid and doesn't exist anymore. So no one can follow up on it.
Happens all the time.
That's damn asteroid. Well, if you'll excuse me, I had my stomach punctured by a giant space tentacle, so I will lie down.
So, what's the plan here? You've got this box in your hangar bay. The area is blackened. You've got a kind of... You've got the half of a corpse of a paladin's apprentice in your airlock.
Yeah, so I feel like we just need to go and come clean to someone at least about what happened, because if we don't, then this is not gonna get any better.
I think we move the contraption before we come clean. We can just say the ship was attacked. Keep this out of it.
Yeah, you want to be touching that?
Not especially, but I'd rather we touched it than if authorities were coming on to investigate and they began touching it.
Yeah, I mean, they might have something to contain it, though. And I get what you're saying, but...
I'd still prefer to speak to this lady first. She
Mhm.
might have some
Yeah, I'm
answers.
on board with that.
Are you going to use the communication device to contact with Andrea? The instant
Probably.
communications light console, is that what you're saying?
What do we know about people listening in on that sort of thing?
It's not a frequent
It
thing.
was secure, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Guy said that it will be a secure line between the people that had the access.
Yeah,
to it.
the devices themselves are like old tech. Like the arc gates are.
Okay.
So, like, as it's not distinguishable from magic, really.
And people don't
Yeah, okay.
understand them massively well enough, surely, to
No, they don't.
track.
They don't. This is a really rare artifact that you've been given by Kerry. It's instant communication, like over light years. So it's definitely some sort of magic tech.
I mean, I know it's yes, let's do it.
Who's calling? Shall I? Captain, maybe?
No, please.
I'm a bit awkward on phone calls.
And I'm still quite deafened from our earlier Ricochet events. I think someone with a bit of guile should probably make this phone call.
I'll call the number or however it works.
Yeah. So as you bring out it's like a tablet, right? It's like a tablet that you place down. It hovers, and you begin scrolling through the hologram. And eventually, you see there's only 2 people programmed into it currently. You've got Kerry Lowe, got Andrea Mafort. And it takes a while getting used to. Like, you maybe take 30 seconds. It's like trying to learn a new system on a phone without never using it before. You know, you're like exploring it quickly until you realise how it works. And eventually you realise you can like minimize the windows. Very similar to the way that the Expanse uses with the phone. So you throw it up into the air and you can move it around in a 360-degree space. And then you find the directory. It's written mostly in like old kind of. It's understandable, but not at the same time. Like you wouldn't normally write this way, so you wouldn't use that alphabet. And as you press the button, recognize the one you're after because it shows up a picture of her in full 3D hologram. And when you kind of like press the button, you don't get like a ring like you do on mobile phones, but you do get like 3 dots come up, like where her face once was, and then it just goes dead. Nobody answers.
That's certainly interesting in many regards.
Mm-hmm. Want to try him?
I think it'd be interesting for someone to go and see her. I don't know if she's been involved in causing this, or if she's also been attacked. I'd like to find out.
Okay.
I'd be happy to go. I'm normally quite good at keeping out of sight. I'll go find out what's going on there if you want to handle the situation here.
Can do.
Give a nod and then I'll head out.
Yeah, okay, so you walk out towards the airlock and walk out into the corridor. And you look down to left and right, remembering that there weren't any other ships other than you docked at this level of the lower dock. You do have to walk over the poor body of the apprentice. And you look to your left and see the elevator at the other end. Are you heading towards that? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my level best. I'm not like full stealth, if that makes sense, but like I'll be watching my back essentially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very quiet down here. All you can hear is that electronic hum. And you begin moving down the corridor. Right, before we get to what's going on with Celeste, what are the rest of you doing on the ship? We'll start with Everest. Are you going for a lie down? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, Everest is going to med bay, trying to patch up his stomach, and then making like a pack of churros and just lying down in his hammock in the steering room.
Nice. Okay, yeah. So you head back to the med bay, take a seat, plug in all the essentials. A drip, get the diagnostics going, and after about 2 minutes, the diagnostic stops with a warning on the screen.
Oh, what's it say?
It says alien foreign body detected in bloodstream.
Oh. Everest calls a doctor for an on-site visit.
Like, how do you do that?
It just goes to the ship's comm and opens the space phone book for this station. And
Yeah, you tried to do that but failed, and then Celeste did it after closing down all your porn tabs. Like, that's what she did a few hours ago. So yeah, you go back to the directory and you like find the address for many different doctors. There is one doctor who seems to specialize in parasitic xenophobes.
Oh yeah, Everest calls that one.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to connect through.
Okay, Everest just calls it general practitioner.
Yeah. All right. This one does ring. Does go through. Nobody answers.
No one's on the phone.
Nobody's on the comm device, no.
I'll call a dentist.
Once again, it's like there's nobody home. No answer.
I call the station master.
Like, you know, the guy that you would normally call to let you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you call forward to the tower. Go on doing the usual signs like tower, this is the Rust Monster. And then you just get a rough static come back.
I change to the ship's comm. This is your captain. Oh no, wait, I'm not the captain. This is your pilot, Everest speaking. I'm pregnant with an alien life form. And I think everyone on the station is dead. This has been a pilot, Everest speaking. I will now lie down in my hammock.
Right, so Alia, before this happened, what were you doing?
I was probably just hanging around Celeste, listening, or trying to overhear the phone call.
Oh, Celeste
left.
Yeah, Celeste. This is after Celeste has had the phone call and left.
Oh. In which case, she'll probably go to quarters and focus on trying to recover some suture herself after the event itself.
Yeah, you can take yourself off impaired on your character, by the way.
Thanks. Can I do a 10-minute boy?
You can do a 10-minute boy, but that's it.
Gonna do.
Right, so Tane, what are you doing?
Yeah, while that phone call and stuff is taking place, I'll take my 10-minute rest as well.
Okay.
So I'll take that.
I still have my one action rest, so I'll take my one action rest.
Can you split it over 2 pools, or do you have to use it on
Oh
one
yeah,
pool?
you can split it. Yeah, you can easily split it.
Right, a one.
So you're just taking your rest as well, Tane, yeah?
Yeah, and then once I hear this announcement coming from Everest, of course, at that point, Celeste's already left, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she would have been
so
long gone by now, like, she would have been in the elevator, maybe.
Yeah, I'll run out to see if she's still there. Because, no, okay. Well, then I'll run back inside and see if Everest can tell me how to contact Celeste.
Okay.
Yes, her transponder. It's coded into the data. Let me just get this tab out of the way. Do you want the link? There's 3 of them with 7 tits among. Anyway.
No.
And he tries to call. I assume we have space phones, as has been.
Yeah, you have communication devices between you. So you're going to try to call Celeste, right?
Yeah.
Right, so we'll rewind maybe a few minutes, 5 minutes before this. Celeste, ding, the elevator hasn't moved since you came down here with the rest of your crew. Doors open. It's just empty, isn't it?
What, the elevator?
Yeah, you going in?
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course,
okay.
yeah.
Well,
Right.
just wait for you to
I'm
tell me.
heading towards Andrea.
Yeah. So yeah, you
Then, yeah.
you get in and then you press for the subway terminal, and it's about maybe 30 seconds in when the elevator begins to make those awkward grinding sounds that you hate to hear when you're in an elevator, and then eventually, I'm going to give you a GM intrusion.
Okay.
You want to accept?
Sure.
This is only for you though. You don't get to give it to anyone else because no one else is around, so you get 1 experience. The elevator grinds to a halt. You're stuck.
Okay.
What do you do?
What do I recall about like the kind of layout of the station?
You recall that. So, if you were to look at it side on, it's like a spinning top upside down, except for one side, which is low, has like all these docks and gantries, which is where you currently are. Once you're up onto the lower floor, you've got the subway terminal that heads to the rest of the districts. Other than that, there are, like I said, the district underneath called the Pipes.
I guess what I should really ask more is what's like the construction of the elevator? Is it like a traditional style, or is it some kind of like magic space elevator?
No, it's like some traditional style, very big, and it had that sort of that kind of trellis-like entrance, and then you have like blast doors that open. And it's quite large. It's big enough so you can fit cargo on it. Like, you could like roll something onto here, and then it goes up and then comes out the top.
To start with, I'm just going to phase my face through the bottom of the floor just to see what's like below me. If there's
About
like
100
service
foot.
hatches or maintenance or anything like
There's
that.
about-
You normally get like ladders.
Yeah,
and
you
things.
do. There's like 100 foot of empty space leading back down to the lower docks.
Yeah. So what about like the sidewalls and stuff?
Yeah, the sidewalls are all kind of mechanics, and as you look to your right and left, you can see the wheels that the actual elevator runs on. And
Okay.
that's it.
Yeah. So I want to basically gonna move myself to a corner or like an edge where I saw some mechanical type shit on the sides, and I basically just want to try and phase through the floor and like grab something.
Yeah, so it takes a while. How long does it take you to phase through?
It's a round per inch.
Yeah, so you managed to phase through easily and hang on. Is this underneath or above? Did you say
Yeah.
underneath?
Underneath.
Okay, yeah. So you're underneath. You see there are like parts of a gantry on the four corners, so you could like get inside that, but it's like that awkward. The bars are diagonal all the way up, so you know what I'm talking about. That sort of you could easily climb it, but it's going to be like one of those really awkward climbs.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, I've got an ability for this one, so I'll use my fast step ability, and I can leap it. I can leap up to long distance safely.
And you're just going straight up.
No, down to the floor.
Oh, you're going down. Hey, you're not going
Yeah,
up.
that's where. Oh, sorry,
You were heading up.
I'm supposed to be heading up, so
Yeah.
I'll do the reverse. I'll go up on top of it, and
That's
then
what I was wondering. I thought maybe you were going down to
Sorry.
safety.
I thought we was going down the lift. Well,
No.
Looks like someone else also didn't go to physics class.
Yeah, so once you
I
climb
went
to the
physics
top,
class and just didn't go to listening.
I just
class,
wanted to
apparently.
make the joke.
yeah, so once you climb on top of the elevator, you do see it's easier to do it up here as well. There is a cable leading all the way up. You realise when you're on top, you're about 30 foot from the top where you were heading. And you look around, you see the same gantries, and you see the cable leading to the top. And there's that empty space above that floor where obviously all the mechanics are. You can see the blast door from here.
Yeah, so I'll leap up to there.
Yeah, so you fast step up to there and like do some athletics, and you grab on to a ledge there. It's like a lip, if you know what, like a lip that
Yeah,
comes
basically
in.
like the lip where like the doors are,
Yeah.
and then I'll phase myself through the doors.
All right. Yeah, just as you're about to phase, your communication device pings.
Hello?
Yeah, we think that everyone might be dead. Or at least communications are no longer working.
I thought I was having some
Except
problems.
to you. So, I mean, I guess us being able to talk to you now means that probably communications aren't down. Just means that everyone's dead.
Oh, Celeste, I'm also here.
Hello?
I tried to call a doctor because I'm pregnant with a space alien baby. But no one picked up, so I called everyone and no one answered, which is why I think everyone's dead.
Okay, that's a little extreme, but sure, there's some logic behind it, I suppose. Well, the elevator broke down, so I'm making slow progress. Let me just have a quick look at the station, and we'll confirm everyone's dead or not.
If people aren't dead and they're just not answering their phone, that has happened before. Women have given me wrong numbers. Just get me a doctor because of the space baby situation.
Okay,
Yeah, and perhaps for safety's sake, stay on comms while you go and explore.
Yeah, I think that could be best. Give me a moment. It might break up for a few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll try and face the door.
Yeah, so it's a blast door, so it's going to take you like maybe 30 seconds to get through it, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's slow. It's slow. It's slow. What would you say comes first? Your hearing or your sight?
Smell, if anything, but...
Yeah, so you don't really smell much other than metal, yeah, like metallic smell.
Smell, sight, then hearing.
So, yeah. So as you pull your smell through, you get that deep scent of metal. And then your eyes phase through and you stop. You would stop after seeing this. Chaos. You don't hear it, it's like watching a silent movie. In front of you, a man runs past. He turns, and someone jumps on him. As your eyes, because you can't move your head, peel to the left to see what happens, the man that had leapt on him digs his hand into his chest, rips out viscera and blood, guts and gore go everywhere, and then his mouth goes into it. You turn your eyes to the right, and you see if someone fall to his knees, vomit blood, and then something bursts out of his mouth, and it has legs. And then I'm assuming you go back.
Sure.
And you go back, stand there in the elevator, take a deep breath, and I think I'll end on that cliffhanger this week.
Mm.
Ooh, spicy.
Naughty boy.
Yeah.
So Everett's going on an airlock, right?
Right. Also, just because obviously we're here now, we'll discuss that. We'll be switching to doing this game once every 2 weeks. Just because I feel like I said this before, I need like space between the sessions to do more planning, especially
You need
now.
space between the sessions.
Oh no, you fucking didn't, did you?
Oh, I didn't even notice.
But yeah, well, in 2 weeks' time, we'll come back to this and we'll see what you guys want to do in the station. Bearing in mind that Everest knows that you need permission from the tower to actually be unclamped. Get the fuck out
Well,
of here.
we'll just blow up the airlock.
I mean, it's not the airlock that's
There's
keeping
got
you
to be
there.
like an emergency override, I would have thought.
Probably somewhere, but not on your ship anyway.
Yeah, if there was on the ship, would you trust Everest to work it? Please.
Well, anyway, we'll
Sure.
we'll pick that up again in 2 weeks. How dare you leave on a cliffhanger and space it out? Hilarious. We're not bad TV people. Anyway, peace out.